This is so scary. Yeah, hi, remember me. This is really, I'm really nervous here, and it's like, it's been such a long time since I've done this, so forgive me. I want to get back into it. I'm recording on my phone this time, and I hope the sound will be better than last time, which was over a year ago. I had sound issues, and I just could not figure it out, and I just completely lost all interest in recording and doing anything. So yeah, I stopped doing that. And lately, since about a month or 2, 3, I was like, I want to get back into it, and I want to record again. I miss it, and so I decided today I'm going to do. So today I'm going to show you my Scrappy blankets to get back into a rhythm. I don't know. I also thinking about doing Vlogmas, but I'm not really sure if I can do that because I have a really boring life. Basically, we don't do a lot of interesting things to show you, but I might try and do something. I don't know. But first I have to get back into this and just start somewhere. I had to start somewhere. It took me over an hour to figure out how to work everything and do everything and set up and see if I still remembered how to use iMovie and everything. So not even sure if this will get up, but I have to start somewhere. So I'm starting with my first blanket here. I have, I think, 5 blankets. Scrappy blankets. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's 4. It's 4 Scrappy blankets. I absolutely love Scrappy blankets. It's a really nice way to use up all your yarn. And who doesn't love a blanket? So here I have my first one. It's the Mitred Square from the Cozy Memory blanket. I'm using DK weight here, so I'm knitting up. I just made this up on my own. Just thought it would be nice to do 4 squares in one. This is another piece. Get 4 squares, and then I put a border on it, and when they are all blocked and ready, I will join them somehow. I don't know yet, I haven't figured it out yet. I will join them all, and I have quite a few already, like this. Also, when I have more than 30 grams, I think 30 or 40 grams left of a DK weight ball, I will make a full square of that same color. So I have full squares of one color, and I have squares of multiple colors. And they will be all joined with a white border with some, I have a lot of leftover undyed DK weight yarn, so I can make a Scrappy blanket out of all my leftover DK yarn. I have a lot of balls like this. It's not enough to make a project with, like a hat or gloves or anything, but I don't want to throw it away. I don't want to keep it lying around. I really want to do something, so I'm making a block with 1, and I just remember I was correct. I have 5 Scrappy blankets. I only pulled out 4 and I need to grab the other one. Hold on. Because, sorry, everything when I'll put it down here. When I'm done with a full 1 color block and a squared with 4 colors, I most of the time still have leftovers. Those go into another blanket. So when I'm done with 1 ball of yarn here, it goes to my next blanket. I'll just put this away before it all messes up everything. And all leftovers from that first blanket go into my bits and bobs blanket from K. Jones, from the Bakery Barrett. So all my leftovers are into this blanket, and I think I made it too wide, but better too wide than too small, right? So, and this is really squishy and soft, and I really want this finished, but I'm nowhere near finishing. I still have a lot of these left. I make magic knot balls with them. So I have a lot of balls in here. Maybe I can show you, I don't know. And those are all leftovers from the other blanket, like 10 grams, sometimes maybe 20 grams that goes into this blanket. And this is really, it's so squishy. It's really nice. So that's the second blanket. I love blankets. Then we have, I'll do it in order, my second cozy memory blanket. I made one already. I finished it last year, I think. Yeah, last year. And it was the best blanket ever, and I'm so happy with it. But I wanted another blanket. So this time I decided to do the dark gray borders with it to make it a bit different from the blanket I already have, because I don't want to do the same. So I'm doing this one. It's not that big yet, not really. I'm waiting for the advent calendar to put into it. And I have a basket full already. So this will be another lovely blanket. Anything that is left over from this that's above 5 grams goes into the next blanket. Let's put this aside. And that's this blanket. I have to, it's the Pinwheel scrub blanket from Mina Phillips from Knitting Expert. You get this squares like that, and I put a small gray border around it and block them. And then I already started joining these because I wanted to know how far I was, and I nowhere near finished. But that's how this one will be looking. And it's lovely. And these blocks, I can knit on this in summer. And the bigger blankets that you have on your lap, and it's really heavy and warm and everything, I have those in winter. I work on those in winter. and this one and the other one with just the small blocks are for summer. So I get to work on my Scrappy blankets all year long when I'm in the mood. So anything left over from this ball, like maybe sometimes I have 10 grams left, and it only takes about 4 or 5 grams to knit a square or a triangle on this blanket, goes into the next blanket. Really, it's so much fun to use up all the yarn. Only when I get to the end, I'm sometimes a bit tired of the yarn. Like, I've knit this. This is the 3rd time I'm working with this, and sometimes even the 4th time because it's left over from a project. So, yeah. Let's put this aside and go to the last blanket that holds really all the scraps. And that's my granny stripe blanket. And it's really far along because last winter I decided I had a lot of magic knot balls for this, and I decided I had to work on those for each day, and then all of a sudden I was out of yarn, out of really scraps from scraps, all the scraps. So this is in hibernation until I have worked on my cozy memory blanket and the pinwheel scrap blanket, because all the scraps from the pinwheel scrap blanket go into this blanket, and I have no scraps at the moment because I worked all of my scraps into this blanket and I have not worked on my pinwheel scrap blanket. So this is in hibernation, and maybe it's for the better. I first need to work on my cozy memory blanket, and then it's summertime, I work on my pinwheel scrap blanket, and then next winter I hopefully get to work on this one again because this is so lovely. But I also want to work on my DK weight blanket because I'm pretty sure I will not be adding more DK weight. I don't have more DK weight in stash at the moment. Not maybe 1 or 2 skeins for a project. So I might decide to finish the DK blankets first this year, maybe. Not this year because it's almost December and that will not happen. But maybe just work on those 2 blankets, the DK blankets first, and then have those finished and enjoy and work on the next Scrappy blankets. And I really love this. It's so nice and soft. So I have enough scraps, I think, and I wish these projects would go really fast because I so love working on it. But yeah, I also have other projects I want to work on and everything, and a blanket is a huge project. I don't count blankets as projects or whips or stash or anything. It's not, no. It's not stash, it's not a project, a whip. It's just using up all the yarn you have project. So those are all my blankets, and I hope this is a nice startup for me to podcast again, because I really did miss it all the way, and something was just not right. I just could not do it. I was not in the right mindset, and lately I did start to really miss it. And I remember that when I podcast, it was really fun to do, and it gave me a nice feeling and a happy feeling, and that's what I really need. So right now I decided it's time to try again, and I'm really scared and I'm really nervous. I hope it works recording on my phone, because if the sound issues are still the same from the last time, I don't know what to do about that. And I could not figure it out with the laptop. And it just made me really sad, and decided, well, it's not worth it. I don't know. Also, I'm really sorry I sound a bit weird. I just had the flu 2 weeks, and I lost my voice for 5 days. But I'm still recovering from that, so I sound really weird. Yeah, daily life is daily life. It's just me and the kids at the moment. The husband is away, probably until January. Yeah, due to COVID and everything, the schedule is so weird and so off, and we are hanging by and really hoping this will get better. We really miss him. Last year he's been more away than home, and he used to be on a schedule for 6 weeks home and 6 weeks away, but that's been a very long time ago. It's mostly 3-4 months away, and if we're lucky, 7 or 8 weeks at home. So it's really, it's just me and the kids. We manage, we make the best of it. Kids, my oldest started, I don't know what's it called, but it's, high school stuff. Like, she has to bike every day for an hour to get to school, and at the moment we arranged a bus. I don't know what's it called. She goes back. She's now able to go by bus to school, but it's really hard for her, and she has to get braces and all the changes, and she's really becoming a teenager, and it's just really difficult sometimes. And then we also have the other 2 kids who are still in primary school or basic school. I don't know what's it called. And so it's really all different worlds here, and it's really, sometimes I really think, oh my God, it's really crazy here. And also other days I think, oh, it's really boring here. So that's why I'm not sure if a Vlogmas will be doable for me, because I also don't want the kids on here. And I asked them, and they said, no, I don't want to be videoed. I don't want to be on. And so I have to remember that and respect that. So maybe I just have to try and see what happens. First I have to try and find music for it and everything, because I have no clue on how to do that. But that's for some other day, although it's coming up really, really fast. But we'll see what happens. First I have to try and get this uploaded. And if I have the nerve to publish. I don't know, I'm really scared and nervous. It's been such a long time, and I really don't know if I can do it. What else? I'm sitting in my kitchen. Decided I'd better stay downstairs because of the dog. I didn't want to put him in his crate and be upstairs. Also, upstairs is really cold, and I decided downstairs is better. So this is my back window. And I have a stand and a light and everything that I picked up a few days ago, and it really helped me. Like, okay, I'm gonna do this again. I'm rambling, so I have to stop chatting, and I have to go. So if you've gotten this far, thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon again. Thank you. Bye.